Well, good morning. We are starting today at the crack of noon. So, I mean, it's already hot outside. I think my phone actually even told me that it is going to be about 100 degrees, maybe 97. I don't know. But it's going to be a hot one today. So, today what we got, well, before we get there, I'll just show you when I get there. But, we got to do some things before we arrive to where we're going. Got to stop by my wife's work, make sure she's good and got all the creature comforts she needs. Got to get gas. We're on low or E or we're empty. That's where we're at right now on this. Then we got to stop at Hobo Freight, pick up a couple of tools, and I don't know, we'll see what we need from there. Might pick up some electrical connectors, maybe a cheap soldering thing. I don't know. We'll wing it. That's what I'm good at, winging it and making it work. So yeah, just you guys stay tuned, stay along, and it'll be a hot, fun day, at least for your guys' enjoyment. Okay, so just got back in from Hobo Freight, picked up some tools, because you know I'm a baller on a budget. So that we got the tools that we need. We got gas, we got food. The only thing I'm missing right now is water, but we'll get that at the house. The wife is satisfied with her care, so we're good there. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, just tag along, and we'll guess we'll see you back at the house. Welcome. Today we're going to be working on said Impala. The gear shift has sheared off some of the wires, and now the car thinks that it's being stolen, being robbed. So we got to take apart the console. As you've seen before, we're just gonna wing it. We got some tools and stuff, and we're just gonna see what we can do with this. So this is my brother's, so he desperately needs this vehicle. You know, we all got things we gotta do and things we gotta see, so I don't mind lending a helping hand to people who need it and people who deserve it. You know, that's kind of what this channel is going to be all about, is, you know, helping out people and just getting my knowledge out there. I have no idea what I'm getting into with this, but you're going to find out with me. So let's dig in. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. Oh, I forgot the key is stuck in it. That's what it is. There's a wire inside there that got sheared off from the shift machine, and once that gets sheared off, again, the car thinks that it's being stolen, and the key won't come out of its place, killing the battery, killing all the electronics with it. So after we get this fixed, then we got to jump start the car and see if we can get it rolling, because it won't even come out of gear right now. Gear is not an option. So let's disconnect the battery real quick before we start jumping into any electrolysis. You guys might think that this cross member is in the way, but it is. Yeah, let's get some tools and stuff going. Gonna try and keep you guys in the shade so that way you guys stay cool and I can stay hot. That's gonna be the goal here. Let's get people to buy tools and you can't open them. Good idea. These guys know well whoever buys these tools definitely does not have a college degree. This goes in recycling because we recycle around here. We recycle everything. How do you even open this thing? Is there another secret way? Oh, there is. There's 2 secret ways. Okay, cool. So now we got the tools that we probably don't need. We can start working. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a 10. Yeah. There we are. There it is. Well, cables are pretty loose. Always check your cables, kids. And adults. I know there's probably like one good adult watching right now. That's okay. Okay. There's that one. Okay. So even though that we know that the battery is dead, we just don't want no currents or nothing going through. After unloading some hay and getting myself a quick cold snack, it's not the cold snack I want, but it's the one I got. We got the battery disconnected. What else we got to do? We're going to start by taking apart the gear shift. Now, this isn't my personal car or something that I'm buying or anything like that. So this is still somebody else's car. So I'm going to kind of give them the respect of not being in their car too much, but I'm going to show you guys the stuff that I do as far as like taking the center console out and stuff, but I'm not going to show you like the whole car or anything that would be something that I wouldn't want in a video. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at. Give me a second to down this and we'll get cracking. Cheap water bottles. All right, so I think where we need to start is getting out this center thing. Not thing, but it's it goes around the gear shift, so got to pry that out. Let me get a screwdriver. A flathead screwdriver. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot in here. Okay. Okay. All right, so this goes up underneath the dash, and then this goes around the gear shaft, or the gear shift, whatever you want to call it, the shifter doodabby thing, mobob. Now, it looks like, well, a Phillips or a 7mm screw. But we also have to get everything out of the center console. So let's just start with that, shall we? Just gonna set all that on the seat there. Too bad the battery's dead and we can't roll down some windows in here. We may be in the cosmic desert, but sure does feel like Florida in here. It's like Florida with New Mexico heat. It's not fun. Yep, bunch of 7 mils. Whew. Alright. It's kind of hot in these rhinos. Let's see what we can do. Whew. Did it get hotter? It got hotter. Definitely gonna need a screwdriver for that. Yep, definitely a 7 mil. Man, I'm good. Sunglasses, get those out. Sure would have been nice if I can afford some electric wrists. But as I've said before, I'm a baller on a budget. You know what? I might have Phillips over yonder. Yes. Muy better or however you say that. Except for the fact that there was. Gotta start that. Break her off, kit that cat, whatever that song says. You know. Whew. I think I might just put the battery back on and roll down them windows. It's even hotter in the center console. I think this center console is going to be fairly easy to take out. It should be 6 bolts, screws. It was 6 screws to take out. And then it should just come right out. And then we have to disconnect for the 12 volt charging ports. But for us who know the cigarette lighters, you know, I drive a 95 Buick and the cigarette lighter's still working there. Actually, I only have 1 cigarette lighter. I've got ashtrays in all of my doors. Everywhere. I've got ashtrays everywhere in my car. This isn't my car, just to clarify. I've got ashtrays everywhere. But not 1 cup holder. There is technically a cup holder. You open up the glove box, and then there's 2 just circles you could set a very, very small cup on. But even then, you take a hard corner and, you know, there goes everything you just owned. All over the floor, all over your passenger, all over your wife. The wife's not happy about it. It's just not a good time. So it's not a cup holder. Now we're getting somewhere. So now I gotta figure out how the heck. Oh, there it is. Whoop. That's how those come out. Yeah. So exactly what I didn't want to happen happened. Yeah, I'll get you guys in here in a bit. All of them are out. That's crazy. Never thought I'd see that. Oh. Please, door, just stay open. Thank you. Hey, cars are not made for big gals like me. Don't get it twisted. I know I'm a guy. Hair. Okay, and goo. All right, hair and a goo. Perfect. Okay, well, come on, come here. I'll show you. I'll show you. Come here. So what we got going on here is this right here. So you see where wires are supposed to go in right there? Yep, every single one of them are out. So now I got to figure out how to repin that. Yeah, I don't know things about electrical very much, but hey, you're stuck in this with me, bud. You're gonna watch this. You're gonna figure this out with me. If you have any ideas or anything, tell me in the comments, like, what can I do? 'Cause I can't get a whole new wiring harness for this. I'm not about to take all this off just for this little thing here. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Okay, after many of hours of fighting, hooting and hollering, I figured out that only one of these pins come out smoothly. The rest of them do not. I got this one out. That was the first one that came out, and it looked like it had been tampered with before. So with that, the rest of them were really hard to come out, so I kind of wallered them out. I didn't mean to, but that's basically what ended up happening. So after many hours of fighting and calling and saying words that should not have been spoken, and one owie later, we have tracked down an entire gear shift for this car. I called AutoZone, O'Reilly's, all the auto shops around here. I called Car Crafters. I mean, the list goes on and on. So the last one that I called was Napa, and they told me, nope, we don't got it. The only other person that should, or the only other place that should have it is LKQ. So I gave them a call, and they came in clutch. So they said that they own a bunch of junkyards throughout the nation, and they could get one delivered here by Wednesday. So that'll be good. But I also told them that I don't need the gear shifter itself. I just need the wires coming from the gear shifter. I need this with about 2 to 3 inches of wire. I can solder this back together and it'll be fine. So with that being said, let me get all this cleaned up, and I got a couple of things to show you, so stay tuned. Somebody's been putting my stuff away. Nope. Still just me. Oop. My boo-boo reopened again. I think it's high time that I use super glue. Yep. hockey players use it all the time. I can too. I did have a couple of band-aids on them, but we went through those band-aids. Hood coming down, Bay 4. I work at a place that says that, so I can say it. But of course, for me, Bay 4, non-existent. So those are going to go in my front pocket. And you guys are going to come with me. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Well, not that, but that's my dog. Let's see here. Yeah. This is what we're going to be doing in a later video, of course. We got this 74 Nova here. And it's got no hood spring on that side. What do you want? You want, you big old goofy? But it's got the straight 6 in it. So my goal is just to get this sucker turned over. It ain't gonna move right away, but yeah, that's what I want. I want this thing to turn over. Push back and down. No hood bends. Nothing crazy. There we go. Just kind of keep the water from getting in there. That side's broken, but steer clear and enjoy some of these shots, man. The interior, pretty clean. I'm gonna get her running. And there's one other thing I want to show you guys too. Another one of my prized possessions. This one is actually my wife's brother's, or late brother, I should say. I'm sorry. But they felt it was right to give it to me. And now all I got to do is save up some money and rebuild the top end on this. It leaks from the valve covers, oil that is. It's overheating. The cooling fans aren't kicking on, and I don't think there's enough coolant in it anyhow. But yeah, this is a 98 Honda. Keep that, blur that out. And then yeah, it's just gonna be my duty, my job to fix this thing up. It's been mine for a minute now, but oh yeah, I forgot this side doesn't open. There we go. In the key bag. Yeah. It's a really nice Honda. I mean, just like any vehicle, it could use a little TLC, but it's super clean in here. I mean, a little crack on the windshield, but nothing crazy. This is what I was using to jump the fan, get it working. I replaced the ignition. So now, whenever I start it, there used to be a screw in here somewhere. And what he would have to do is turn the key and then hook the key around with like a piece of wire or something just to keep the ignition forward. So I replaced that whole thing and it ran just fine after that. But aside from like the overheating issues and stuff, but yeah, hook your peepers, take a gander. I mean, it's really, really clean. Headliner's in good shape. These old Hondas, I mean, you could run them into the ground and they'll run just fine with dirt inside the motor. But yeah, that's going to be a project for another time. I really need to get this one going. This is the one that it means the most to me. I mean, yeah, there's the Nova out there, but that one I'd just basically be farting around. But I really got to get this one going. This is where I need to be. Not right there. I do not like this car very much. It doesn't like me very much. I mean, it's been a good car to me, but I don't know. I just need to get rid of it. I don't have a title for it or nothing, but we'll get rid of it or something. I don't know. The second I split from this one is the one that I'm going to put my cheeks in that one. So that's kind of the game plan. But the Nova, we're gonna kind of, to be done to it is that I can get some ATF down into the cylinders or even some Marvel's Mystery Oil. Nobody knows what is in Marvel Mystery Oil because it's a marvelous mystery, honestly. So yeah, we'll get some of that down in the cylinders in the Nova and see if we can't just crank it over by hand. I was planning on doing that today, but today took an unexpected turn. So we'll get to where we need to be. I'll be back here again next week and probably even throughout this week. I might just see what I can throw at some of these cars. I know I'll be back on Wednesday to finish up the Impala. And yeah, once I'm back here on this Wednesday, I'll record it again and of course put together what I did for you guys. All of you guys watching, all 6 of you or whatever. But yeah, it's been a day so far. But I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take a shower, clean up my ouchie. And once I'm done with that, then I'm going to take a nap. After I'm done taking a nap, then I'll get up for work tomorrow. That's what I'll do. Is I'll get up for work. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. God bless.